Hey everybody, I know I usually just post a whole bunch of derpy, terrible YouTube Let's Play crap here, and a whole bunch of just weird and wacky 3D animations, but today we're going to be trying something different. Today we're going to be talking about
drama on the internet.
And today's wonderful drama is brought to you by the YouTube, that wonderful website that you are on right now watching this video as we speak. What has the YouTube done, you might ask? Well, it's done its usual thing where, you know, every couple of months it's just decided like, hey, we're doing alright, everybody seems to be pretty happy right now. Why don't we just, you know, shank somebody? Why don't we just stab somebody and make sure everybody knows that they have to suffer, that it's just the end of the world right now. You know, people are still dealing with COVID and the protests, and the elections and all that other stuff. What, we gotta throw our hat in there. And what is that hat that they're throwing in? Well, they've decided to have some monetization changes. So what happened? You know, like, what was the catalyst towards this? What actually caused YouTube to decide, like, hey, we want way more money than ever before? Well, here's the thing. It's a company. There was no real catalyst. They just, you know, posted on their Twitter page and said, hey, this is what's happening. If you're based in the US, you'll notice that we've updated our terms of services today. Last time we made a TOS update, many of you had questions, understandably, about what this means for you. So we've broken the update down part by part in our forum. Clicking the link takes you to a YouTube thread that shows you the updates to YouTube's terms of services. The first half is basically talking about its language, what it can and can't take away and collect from your information whenever you watch, do, or say anything in YouTube's vicinity. And the second part is the magic part, the right to monetization. You grant to YouTube the right to monetize your content on the service, and such monetization may include displaying ads on or within content or charging users a fee for access, which I think just means that at any point they can just decide like, hey, your video's really good, we're gonna just charge a straight fee if anybody wants to watch it. They can just do that now, I guess. It's not up to you. This agreement does not entitle you to any payments, of course. Why would we ever want to get money? That's only for Papa YouTube, right? Starting November 18th, 2020, any payments you may be entitled to receive from YouTube under any other agreement between you and YouTube, including, for example, payments under the YouTube Partner Program, channel memberships, or Super Chat, I don't even know what Super Chat is, will be treated as royalties. If required by law, Google will withhold tax from such payments. Which I think is sort of nice. So the withholding taxes part is actually a little convenient. Essentially, they're going to give taxes that you will owe at the end of the year to the government, and that way you don't have to worry about it at the end of the year. A lot of new YouTubers that become big all of a sudden will probably find at the end of the year that they owe thousands upon thousands of dollars to the government. And now YouTube's just saying like, hey, maybe we'll deal with that. I think that's what they mean. Scrolling down further, they go down into more detail about the right to monetize and what that means for YouTube partners, and more specifically, the people that are not YouTube partners. We add this new section to let you know that starting today, we'll begin slowly rolling out ads on a limited number of videos from channels not in YouTube Partner Program. This means as a creator that's not in YouTube Partner Program, you may see ads on some of your videos. Since you're not currently in YouTube Partner Program, you won't receive a share of the revenue from these ads, though you'll still have the opportunity to apply for YouTube Partner Program, as you normally would once you meet the eligibility requirements. You can always check your progress towards eligibility on the Monetization tab in YouTube Studios. Hooray! For monetizing creators in the US, we also updated the terms of services to mention that any payments from YouTube to US creators will be considered royalties from a US tax perspective. Effective today, November 18, 2020, some creators may be required to submit tax information in AdSense and may be subject to US withholding taxes if required by law. US creators will be generally unaffected by these withholding taxes as long as they provide value documentation, and if you have further questions, you may want to seek professional tax advice. Which I still think may be generally a good thing. Makes it easier, makes it so at the end of the year when larger content creators that might have just gotten a lot of subscribers, you know, they get those fat paychecks month to month or week to week, however it is, and then all of a sudden at the end of the year they're like, hey, we didn't take any taxes out, you owe us thousands of dollars. This happens to a lot of freelancers, a lot of artists when they first begin, so I can sort of see why that would help. But still, the rest of it is kind of just complete bull, right? Like, oh yeah, we made it easier on this end, but also for everybody else, fuck you, you're not getting money, that's ours. Give me that, you fool. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it, and I feel like there were a couple of different reasons that they decided to do this. The number one just being, hey, we're YouTube and we just want more money no matter what the cost. It doesn't matter what our viewers or content creators think. We know that they're not going to go anywhere else, so we're going to be able to do this. The second, and it just kind of coincides with, hey, we want more money, is just to get more people to use YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium allows viewers to not have ads on the videos that they watch. If YouTube has more ads on every single video on their platform, it's going to encourage more people to go to YouTube Premium, therefore giving them even more money. The downside to that is ad blockers exist. So, you know, you could always just do that. You could just grab an ad blocker and you'll never have to deal with this if you're a viewer. It'll be perfectly fine. However, you are kind of screwing over the content creators that do get paid off of ad revenue, but at least you're not watching ads, which really just makes it a double-edged sword for content creators. The ones that don't want ads and who will suffer because of the ads are now getting ads, and the ones that do get ads to get money will now get less money because more people are getting ad blocker. Good job, YouTube. You really did it this time. And then the third is basically, in my mind, I expect that we're eventually going to get yet another reduced amount of partners. If you don't know, previously the requirements to become a YouTube partner were much lower. I think it was just something like have 10,000 views or something like that. And even before then, it was just like, hey, you just get it. Everybody just gets it. Why not? And now it's, get 1,000 subscribers and get, I think, 4,000 hours of watch time total. And the reason they originally said they were doing that is, they wanted to pay the content creators that were partnered a lot more money. They wanted to siphon off kind of the meme channels, the troll channels, the ones that only just barely met those requirements and weren't actually getting a paycheck. That was the initial reason. And I think the real reason was because they meant to prepare for this, where now that it's tougher to become a partner, they can just, still get money off of your videos. Like, there's no reason to pay you because you're never gonna be a partner. We're just gonna keep increasing the requirements and still run ads on your videos. Therefore, we will always get the money and you will never get the money. I think that's the current plan. And the super top tier YouTubers will continue to get paid, and they'll be the sort of like the Hollywood stars of YouTube. And everybody else, the 99% of YouTube will get nothing. I think that's their overall plan, which I guess is already sort of happening. I don't really know the amount of YouTubers that actually get paid. If I had to guess, I would say it's probably like maybe like 10%. They just want to take that 10% and maybe make it like 1%. So how do I feel about this? Well, as you can probably tell, a bit negatively. It's basically one of the stupidest updates I've ever seen. It's purely so the corporate side of YouTube can make more money. It negatively impacts new YouTubers by adding ads to the start of their videos and potentially causing a fee for people to watch their videos. I'm not even sure how that works, that they can just decide to do that, but I guess based on the terms of service update they can just say, hey, we're going to add a paywall to your video, even if you're a new YouTuber. I guess that's just a thing they can do now. And then on the viewer side, yeah, you have to watch way more ads now, and you have no choice. You're just stuck with them. If you were tired about watching ads, well, just buy YouTube Premium or get an ad blocker. But if you get an ad blocker, you're now no longer supporting the content creators that do get paid through ad revenue and do need this as their main source of income. So this is just a weird way of guilt-tripping you into getting YouTube Premium. If you truly can't stand commercials, you have to get that, because if you don't, you're punishing those content creators, you're denying them money, how dare you? It's not my fault, I'm YouTube, I would never do any wrong. It's your fault, the viewer. But yeah, it's stupid. I think everybody's going to complain about it on social media. I think you're going to see it all over Twitter, Reddit. There's going to be hundreds of videos that are exactly the same as mine complaining about how awful it is, and it's not gonna stop anything. That's just the sad fact about it. YouTube is a giant corporation. Everybody's gonna whine and complain about it for a little while, and then YouTube's just gonna sit there and wait it out, because really there's no other options. Where else are you going to go to upload your videos? Really, the only other option is Twitch, and to be honest, that's also been having a lot of drama recently, a lot of weird changes, a lot of forced ad revenue. This just seems to be the current trend of 2020 is, hey, we need a lot more money. So we're gonna put as many ads on your content as possible, and you have no choice. Also, the ads are only, like, you're only getting pennies, if that. Like, it's like 0.014 of a penny per ad that a viewer watches. It might be even less nowadays. So, like, it was already bad, but YouTube just made sure, like, no, we will not give you that either. We will not give you less than 1% of a penny. Less than 1%? 0.14? Is that 1% of a penny?
Nope.
Less than 2%. We will not give you less than 2% of a penny. We need that 2% of a penny. It's really important. We're YouTube. We got big things that we do with YouTube. It costs a lot of money to manage servers and do the YouTube rewind. Oh wait, we're not doing the YouTube rewind.
Yeah.
Right, that's not a thing that we're doing this year. We do other things. There's movies or whatever. We need the money for that. I will say I am a little biased. I am not a YouTube partner, which means I don't get any money off of the videos that I make on YouTube. And now I have to deal with ads that show up on my videos, which means the tiny little amount of people that have just randomly popped up on my channel and watched and maybe considered hitting the like button or the subscribe button, that's gonna be reduced even more because now they have to suffer through ads. Like, my intros are already bad enough. They already scare people away. Why do you have to add more ads at the start to further scare them away? I'm doing it, like, just fine by myself. You don't have to make it more difficult for me. Trust me. My content's bad. You don't need to make it more difficult, please. And I think that's going to be the end of the video. Feel free to tell me what you think. Just leave a post in the YouTube comments and all that. If you want to all caps rage spam, feel free. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe there is some light at the end of the tunnel that makes this good. I just really don't see. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you like the video, leave a like. Maybe do a subscribble. This is one of the first drama things. I don't know if you even call this drama. Is it news? It's a news video, I guess. This is the first news video I've done. So if you liked this, just let me know. If you disliked it, I don't know, just scream at me in bloody rage. Man, I hate this. Why would you ever do this? And I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye. YouTube is screwed. Bye-bye. There's no light at the end of the tunnel. Bye-bye.